for what Dar's doing right now. Oh no. Hello everybody and welcome to the last game of the week. We have the Wyoming Cavalry against the Detroit Fury. There he is. Oh. You gotta earn this one, Dar. You're gonna have to earn it.
Well, it looks like we're back. Got the Fury. This is the first time we've ever done this game.
Absolutely.
Fury and the Cavalry here.
Let's talk
I
about
don't know
those
about
uniforms.
you, but I'm excited to talk about these uniforms.
Let's talk about these uniforms, boys.
Great
Wow.
uniforms here. They're gorgeous. You know,
They really are. They really are.
community
Something
favorites of this
something
one
I've
are
never seen before.
never seen these. Community favorites in this one was the Wyoming Cavalry, 16-4 in the voting. Hey, at least the coin toss went the same. I mean, not that it went the same as anything that would have happened before. And the kick is away for the definitely beginning of the game. The Cavalry's going to return this one.
I wonder if we get a pick six.
A fumble from Chris Dixon on the first play of the game. Oh man. Well, let's go through the Cavalry offense, which we didn't do last time. You got Jack P, quarterback, Chris Dixon, running back, as always, Sam Blotner, Jeff Banfield, Gideon Dooley, the wide receivers, Dax Lewis, the tight end, Stone Blue, Zeus Peed, Asher Slate, Elijah Walker, and Arnie Goldfoot are the offensive linemen for the team. That run's going to go nowhere. Good tackles from the Detroit Fury defense. Javon Payne there.
Von Payne. I have a feeling we'll be saying his name a lot tonight.
Second and 10.
I'm going to predict that this game is going to be surprisingly close at the end of a quarter.
You know what? I agree.
Second and 10 here for the Wyoming Cavalry. Jack P is going to take and he's going to throw the out route. That's going to be caught. Gain of 8 there. Wide receiver Sam Blotner. Oh, excuse me. Who's 85? Dax Lewis. Excuse me. Dax Lewis. Dax Lewis last season was one of the Cavalry's lone bright spots, as he had almost just shy, 1 yard shy of 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. He's going to be a big part of this passing offense. 3rd and 2 here for the Cavalry. Get a power I formation, and they're going to pass out of it. Throw the screen out to Chris Dixon. He's going to have the first down, and just a little bit more, as he's going to be run out of bounds about the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
So what are each of you guys? What's your keys to the game for each of these teams?
For me, keys to the game for Wyoming is Chris Dixon and Dax Lewis. You focus on those two, you're going to win the game. Get the ball to those two.
1st and 10 is going to be handed off to Chris Dixon. He's going to go nowhere. How about Joel? How about for you? What do you think for Detroit? What are your keys for Detroit to win this game?
Second and 9. Ball at the 46-yard line.
Good hard running here from Chris Dixon, but it's only going to net him 4 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Cavalry.
We've got a few new additions to the Detroit defense. Defensive end. Who do we got here? The sexy oyster. Oystein Labarinkinson.
That's a name.
Right?
Empty formation here for the Cavalry. Jack P is going to drop back. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught. That's going to be a first down and much, much more there. Jeff Banfield on the reception. That's going to be a first down and take them inside Detroit territory.
That's a player that I really like right there. Jeff Banfield. I like that build. He has a lot of potential in this league. I think we'll see a lot out of him this season.
Big play from the Cavalry offense. Big play from Jack P, who regressed this offseason. Good strike to maybe get him into a little bit of a rhythm, because you're going to need him to make some plays. You can't rely only on the legs of Chris Dixon, but you can rely for most of it. Chris Dixon's going to shake off a tackler, and he's going to go in for the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Cavalry, and they're up 6-0 to start this one.
Man, he's just a wrecking ball, just bouncing off of people, going straight up the middle. What a powerhouse.
Chris Dixon is the leading rusher over the last 2 seasons of the WFA, which is the only stats we have tracked. But over the last 2 seasons, he has almost 700 attempts for 3,370 yards. Only one of 2 running backs to be over 3,000 yards. He's an absolute monster and one of the best to ever do it at running back.
Yeah, and he's not showing any signs of slowing down.
Vernon on the kick. Marcus Vernon's kick is going to be good, and that's going to be his first kick of the season 7. And Cavalry's up quick 7-0. As now it's time to see this Detroit Fury offense. What do you think we're going to see from them in this game?
Well, I'm not sure, but I just want to say, speaking of Vernon, did you guys know that the oldest ginger ale is Verner's out of Detroit?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
The more you know.
Kick's going to be off to Detroit. Field around the 5. He's going to take this one up and tackled at about the 28-yard line. Let's take a look at this Detroit offense here. Obviously, you got former Jumbo MVP Travis Matthews at quarterback, Jerron Olawusi at running back, Kenneth Wicker, his fullback. Chandler blocks some culture hands, Thomas Noble the receivers, DJ Curtis the tight end, Brick Wells, Gregory Priest, Denzel Vivioff, Destin Priest, and Dave Barr are the offensive linemen for the Fury. As Travis Matthews is going to take this one, good protection. He's going to dump it off to Olawusi, and Olawusi's going to get a gain of 3. Good coverage from the Cavalry to force that throw.
My opinion on Detroit, I don't think they have any outstanding spots on offense. I think they're pretty well rounded, which honestly is not a bad position as long as you can put together a good playbook and good game plan for who you're playing week to week.
And Colin, tell me about that fun fact about the.
Yeah, did you guys know that the first mile of concrete was poured in the city of Detroit?
Maybe it's not the Motor City. Maybe it's the Cement City.
The Cement City.
Olawusi got. Oh, man.
Spreading that cement all around.
On that note, it's 3rd and 11 here for the Fury and the gun straight offense here. And Travis Matthews is going to get creamed in the field.
Cow. Talk about being creamed.
That's where I draw the line, guys.
Number 69.
Joey Johnson. Was he even blocked?
This just
We
gets
could
better.
not write this
It's
any
better and better here tonight.
My gosh.
Devin Knapp for his first punt of the season 7. And quick 3 and out here for the Detroit offense.
That was a lot of pressure by Joe.
And that's going to be fielded around the 44 and tackled immediately. Let's take a look at this Detroit defense here. Obviously, pride and joy of owner Alex Starr, but hasn't always been what they want. As, oh my goodness, that's a long name. I give up on that. Number 91.
Oystein Labarbinskin.
What he said: Shane Cronin, Robert Crone, Adam Evans, the defensive line, Javon Payne, MJ Rivers, Jerome Nwosu, the linebackers. This run is going to go to Dixon. He's going to break a tackle and get a gain of 4. Secondary is Lion Akita, Drake Peoples, Logan Foster. The safeties are Jackson Bell and rookie Anthony Winfield, the 5th. That rounds out this team's secondary. 2nd and 6 coming here for the Cavalry. Jack P is going to hand it off to Chris Dixon. Dixon shakes 2 tackles, and that's going to be 1st down for Wyoming.
Good job stretching out there to get that first down.
Over the past 2 seasons of WFA history, Chris Dixon has the 3rd best average per run with a 5.0. Only guys ahead of him are Cade Smith and Kaji Adebawale, who ironically are both on the Victoria Vanguard now. That's, yeah. The owner over there must just be a genius. 2nd and 7. As there's boos from the crowd. 2nd and 7 for the Wyoming Cavalry. Power I formation. It's going to be a run to Chris Dixon. Dixon is going to be swallowed up after a gain of nothing.
Yeah, that was a good stand by the Detroit defensive line there. That's what we got to see him do. Sexy Oyster, Mr. Sharp, Crone, and Evans pinching the gaps there. That's what they got to be doing.
3rd and 6 here for the Cavalry. This is a big stand for the Detroit Fury defense here. As Jack P is going to drop back, he's looking. Good protection here. He has all day to throw, and he can't find anyone. Fury's going to get there to take him down. Takes him out of field goal range, too. Who was that on the tackle? That was number 74, Shane Cronin, on the sack.
Shane Cronin, the defensive end, too. Sacking Jack P while he's on the phone talking to his mom, it seemed like. He wasn't really in a hurry to get the ball out.
The Cavalry have selected to punt. Number 0.
Wyoming's punter here today is Michael Olson. His mom is very proud of him. 4th and 15. He's going to punt it away. I'm not sure who's returning it for Detroit, but I have a guess that it's someone in a Fury uniform. It's going to be fielded by, indeed, someone in a Fury uniform, and he's going to be taken down about the 15.
And we got to see Detroit come out and try to get some offense going. They had an unsuccessful first drive. I'm not sure what you do at this point. Maybe air it out a little bit. Try to get some confidence under your wings.
1st and 10 here for the Fury. Travis Matthews under center. He's going to hand it off to Jerome, and Jerome's going to spin out of a man, and he's going to get a good gain of 6 there on that first down run. You know, Jerome, we'll see. You know, he's bounced around a little bit over the last 2 seasons. Not really had anyone commit to him until this season. But statistically, on a per carry basis, he's been better than Joel Woods, Richmond Webb, C.J. Green, Jagger Bettis, Omar Diamond, Claude Owens, Aaron Higdon. A lot of big names. So not a guy you want to sleep on at all.
He had a couple really good runs against us in Montreal as a backup.
Filling in for Pottsville last season, and they obviously decided to throw him to the wayside when Nolan Pierce made his remarkable recovery. Here he has a great personal trainer. Is that penalty is going to go against the Cavalry? That's offside. That's on Ali Bombay. I'm butchering names. Bombay? Ali.
No idea.
Yeah. Bombay. Yeah. 1st and 10 here for the Fury. Shotgun for Travis Matthews. He's going to take a run. He's going to spin the man. And he's smoking green. What a run from Travis Matthews. And maybe one of the best QB runs we've seen in the WFA. As he spun out a man, and then he had nothing but open space to work with.
And a man with no fear. No fear. He wasn't tucking. He wasn't sliding. He's just running. That was awesome.
Travis Matthews, not known as a scrambler here in the WFA, but he might put that on his repertoire as well, as that one is good enough for a first down and much, much more. Gets him onto Cavalry's side of the field. Maybe we see that same play here again, as they're lined up in the same formation. And indeed, he's going to run it again, and another good gain. That's going to be a gain of 5. So far, their best effective runs have been running Matthews. What do you think of this strategy here from new coach Michael Neal?
I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous. You got $17 million salary running up the middle. That makes me nervous.
maybe this is why they have Vincent Martin as the backup. If he gets injured, they have another scrambler running the ball. Travis Morris is going to run it again, and this time he's going to pull through for the first down. He's looking like Chris Dixon out here on these runs.
Killing it. Absolutely killing it. How crazy would it be at the end of week 1 at the top of the rushing leaderboard? We have Travis Matthews.
Hey, Joel, what do you think about these QB runs?
I think they better be careful.
First and 10 here. It's going to hand off, and that's going to go nowhere. Joel, I think you have a pretty good, you have a track record with QB runs.
With the tackle, loss of 2 yards on the play.
Against me, not running with myself.
Second and 12.
That was a great QB sneak. Greatest QB sneak of all time.
Not great enough because it didn't get you a ring.
That's fair. Actually, I did get a ring. One of my players was on the voodoo. Fury is going to throw this out to the flats, and that's going to be tackled. No gain. Good. We've seen a lot of coverage sacks here from the Cavalry so far in this one. What do you need to do if you're the Fury to get some open men for Travis Matthews?
I'm not real sure. I think we need to see some more, maybe some quick slant action. You just hate seeing those checkdowns down to the dump pass. That was covered really well by Dracul, free safety, breaking down on that.
3rd and 13. Travis Matthews going to drop back. He's looking. He's nowhere to go. He's going to take off and scramble. Tries to spin out a man. He can't do it this time. That's going to bring a 4th and 10. I do believe this is out of field goal range because they only have a copper kicker, and that's going to be an end of a drive. Devin Knapp's going to come out and punt this one for them.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're definitely going to be punting here. A big drive for Detroit. What?
Penalty. I'm not sure what this is. This is not a penalty on offense. This looks like lined up in the neutral zone maybe for encroachment. Fury accepting. Is that that's going to bring it 4th and 5. That might put it in field goal range depending on what we're going to see here.
Did they even line up?
I don't know. Maybe he lined up touching the guy, but
I'm not quite sure. There was enough going on there to call that.
I've never seen that one before. I don't even think they lined up because that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Cavalry have the lead, 7-0 here, and we're going to see if they're going to go for the field goal when we get back from this commercial break that's not here.
Dar's character looked just as confused as we were on that play.
And I think they are going to punt it so that the penalty did nothing, but that may have almost cost them.
Yeah, I almost would like at this point to see them try to kick a field goal.
I would have too. Devin Knapp fields a little bit of a wayward snap, and that's going to be a decent punt. Pins them inside the 20, right at the 10. That's a good punt from Devin Knapp. We're going to see this Cavalry offense come back out.
Yeah, not bad at all. We've got Cavalry leading by 7. Just starting the second quarter.
1st and 10 from the Cavalry.
1st and 10 here for the Cavalry. This is going to be the first offensive snap of the second quarter, and it's going to go to Chris Dixon. Dixon has a lane, and he has a block. He's going to be possibly gone. He's going to be tackled down. Eventually, the second man gets there. What a run to start it. That's a 40-yard run to start the drive. Touchdown saving tackle there from the safety.
As the only downside to a power running back is that top speed. In any other situation, he'd be gone. But you still can't complain about that.
Great run to start this quarter. Excuse me, for Chris Dixon. He looks like he's in mid-season form already. Great run right there, and ruins a great punt from Devin Knapp as they're already at midfield.
Should have kicked the field goal.
Should have gone for the field goal right there. That's something that Coach Michael Neal is going to be go look back and maybe regret, as they're going to line up the power eye here for the Cavalry. And it's going to be hand off to Chris Dixon. Dixon is going to break a tackle, break another tackle. I don't think anyone's catching him here. This one's gone. Touchdown Cavalry, 13-0 here in the second quarter.
Strong run by Dixon, looking like a bowling ball. And I don't know if you guys know, But fun fact about Detroit, they have more bowlers than any other city in the United States.
That is not something I ever thought I was going to know or ever thought I needed to know. But now that's the most important information I know about Detroit.
They
I
might
wonder
not
if-
have they might have a lot of bowlers, but they don't have the bowler right there.
I wonder if Chris Dixon bowls in this. He's from Detroit.
Be something we have to
Sure
ask
looks
him
like
after
he's
the
got
game.
some
Number
experience.
27 is back for the point after. Number 12 will hold the kick.
Well, either case, he had a strike on that run, and they're up about to be 14-0 here. What do you do if you're the Fury? Down 14-0. How do you turn this around?
I don't think we've seen any real deep threats from the Fury. I'd like to see some deep sideline throws, maybe some fades or some deep posts. Something to challenge the secondary of this Cavalry.
I think you got to go back to those QB runs. Those have been your best plays of the game. Gonna kick it off, and it's gonna be good kick. Takes it down to the 5. Detroit's gonna take it out, and he's gonna find a lane, and he misses a tackle. He's off to the races too. That's gonna be a touchdown for the Fury. First points on the board, and we're back to a 1-score game. What a return, untouched, 96 yards for the touchdown. Jerron Oluosi.
What a return! That was the running back?
That was the running back, Jerome Oluosi there. And he spun out a man. Good blocking there. And nobody was able to touch him. That guy tried to get up, and kicker wasn't fast enough, and nobody's catching him.
I'm telling you, that's such a bold strategy, putting your wide receiver as
Running
a
back.
return man, or as your running back as a return man. But wow, that paid off.
Paid off big time there. Detroit's going to need to capitalize on special teams and defense, and they definitely capitalized there. Eric Oliver's going to come out for the extra point here for the Fury. (14-7) here in the second quarter. Cavalry are up, but the Fury is showing some life here. See how this defense can respond after giving up, basically getting completely run over by Chris Dixon on this last drive. If you're the defensive coordinator, Joel, I know you're a big guy for defense. What are you telling your defense going out here after that last drive?
I mean, I wouldn't, to be honest, as the Cavalry, I wouldn't be too concerned. I hope he does well, but I don't think they had a big of an issue stopping the Fury. My concern would be special teams.
What do you think? I say that's never like to see an off-ball injury there. We don't want to speculate, but that he's grabbing his leg. I hopefully he's okay. But yes, what about this Fury defense? Obviously got ran over by Chris Dixon on this last drive. The last time the Cavalry was out here. How do you adjust to a guy like Chris Dixon?
I would do exactly what they're doing right now. Load up the box and force Chris Dixon to beat you by running everybody over.
1st and 10 here, and Dixon's going to untouched up the middle. That's a first down.
And Dixon is going to run everybody over.
He's going to run right by everybody. Thanks,
Looks
Chris.
like they committed to the outside run there, and he went right up the middle. Great blocking on that one. That's going to be a first down for the Cavalry.
Thanks, Mr. Dixon, for making me look like a fool.
And I guess that's why Joel doesn't have a team anymore.
That's why I don't have a team anymore. Damn it.
Oh.
First down and 10 here for the Cavalry.
42-yard.
Dixon already almost over 100 yards. I think he's at 94 on the day so far. And that's not even, we're not even halfway through the second quarter. As that throw is going to be caught to Dak Lewis, and Lewis is going to catch a little out route for a gain of 3. It's first pass we've seen from Jack P in a while. I mean, if Dixon's so effective, why throw it, right?
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's just hard to not use a resource like Dax in this game.
2nd and 7 here. They're coming out in that power again. It's gonna be tackled in the backfield. Let's Jack Pease can't even get the play off. Great play from the Detroit defensive line. And it's gonna bring up a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 10 from the Cavalry, 42-yarder.
Exactly what you want to do if you're Detroit. Force Jack P to beat you now. As they're gonna man up, it looks like here on 3rd and 11. Jack P is going to drop back. He's under pressure. He spins away from one, and he cannot get away. That's going to go down. Loss of another 10 on the play. I'm not sure who that was on the sack, but 2 men back there. Dark Taker Crone. That was Robert Crone on the sack there. Great play to bring up 4th down.
Deep to receive.
Michael Olsen, the punter, out. Good stand from the Fury defense here to force that punt. Looked like a little scary after that first run from Chris Dixon, but they managed to lock it down and force that punt there. From Olsen, got to get some consistency here if you're the Fury's offense. How do you attack this Cavalry defense?
I think the biggest thing to work on them, I don't think you're really going to be able to throw Cavalry on the defensive side of the ball on the ground versus the defense side.
Dangerous pass there, but it's hauled in, and he's going to get 6 as Danny Ferguson turned out to be a twisted ankle. Didn't know twisted ankles hurt your knee, but who am I to?
It looked a lot worse than what it came out to be. I'm glad he's okay.
Maybe he took a little bit of acting class when he was kid. Maybe play some soccer. As Jerome Olsey is going to spin out one man, but that's not going to be enough. Brings up 3rd and 1 here for the Fury. Well, now it's just me in the booth. 3rd and 1. For the Fury. What do you think they're going to have to do here on 3rd down, Liam, to get the 1st down? You know, Liam, I think that you're going to have to just run the ball. Maybe a quick pass to Jerome Olsey, but I don't think you want to sit in the pocket that long. As look at there, they're proving me wrong. They go deep down the middle, and that's going to be caught by the wide receiver. Looks like Chandler blocks him on that. Great play. Not the first time we've seen him go deep. Yeah, Liam, that was a great play there from the wide receiver, getting open down the middle, and good job from Travis Matthews finding him.
You talking to yourself, William?
I am talking to myself.
Did Joel and I both leave at the same time?
You did.
Sorry.
We might see a run here on this. This is their run formation here, as Travis Matthews is averaging 9.8 on the ground. He's going to run it again, and he's going to get past 2 guys, and another 1st down for Travis Matthews. I'm loving this run.
I am confused. He's not a running quarterback, like you said. Do they just have the plays in there? Is APF confused? What's going on?
Travis Matthews looking like Lamar Jackson out here today, and that's going to be a 1st down. Here, I mean, he's their leading rusher tonight. He's over 50 yards on the ground so far.
It's amazing.
5 carries, 50 yards for Travis Matthews. His 1st down and 10. That's going to be a pass to Matthews across the middle. That looked like a little bit of pass interference. I don't know about you, Colin, but it looked like he got held up there. Either way, it's going to be incomplete.
I didn't see anything. I didn't catch it. To me, it just looked like the wide receiver just wasn't there. But I wasn't paying much attention to the defense.
2nd and 10 here for the Fury. Strong eye for the Fury. And Travis Matthews going to drop back. Pressure from the outside. He's going to get there. Sacked. Working against Brick Wells. And that was a great sack from the defensive end there. Ali Bome just could not stop him. Beat him around the edge, and good sack.
Yeah, good blindside pressure there from Bombe.
3rd and 15.
Took him out of field goal range too, so it's a big 3rd and 16 to get back in field goal range. They're coming out in the bunch formation. Dying look here for the Cavalry defense. Travis Matthews going to drop back. He's out route. He's got his man, but his man can't bring it in. That was Chandler blocks him, and that could have been a touchdown, but instead it's going to be another Fury punt.
Yeah, Chandler blocks him, just literally dropping the ball on that play.
You could say he had hands or blocks for
Your
hands.
Fury are back to punt.
You could say that. Maybe he had cement blocks for hands because, Detroit.
Hey.
Blocks him,
we're tying it all together, baby.
Chandler blocks him and Coulter hands are.
No return on the play. Ball is spotted at the 11-yard line.
First down and 10 here for the Fury after that punt.
1st and 10. From the Cavalry.
See what the Cavalry offense can do now after that. A punt on the last drive. Power eye here for the Cavalry. Fury once again crowded in line with that 4-4 look. They're going to pass out of it. They're going to throw it to Dixon. No one's there in the flat. Dixon's going to break one tackle, and he's going to get out past the first down. Good play there.
Gain of 12 yards on the play. 1st down, Cavalry.
Good read from Jack P, realizing there's no one on the flat and getting out there. And you can't bring down. If you're a cornerback, you're not going to bring Dixon down with an arm tackle. That's just unfair matchup right there.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 coming up here. And it's going to be handed off to Dixon again. Dixon's going to throw one man to the turf, and he just can't get out from under his blockers, but it's still going to be a gain of 4. Already 148 yards on 12 carries. Dixon's he's out of this world.
Second and 6. Ball at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up for the Fury. He's going to throw the out route to Dax Lewis. Dax Lewis is going to get tackled after gain of a few. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 here. Big stand for the Fury. Going to need it. Can't let Cavalry get out ahead. Remember, the Cavalry did get the ball first to start this game, so Fury will get it in this 1st and 2nd half. So this could be a big drive for the Cavalry. As it's going to be a run to Chris Dixon. Dixon's going to get enough for the 1st down.
First and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up here for the Cavalry. Cavalry coming out in looks like a far formation. Once again, Fury's crowding line in that 4-3 look, and he's going to get in the backfield. Great play from the defensive end. Beat his man off the block, and he's going to get the tackle there. That was number 91. Defensive end. One I don't want to try his name. I'll try it. Oystan. Nope, never mind. But OEI is going to hit that tackle, big tackle to bring up 2nd and 9. Chris Dixon taking the long way around. That did not look like the good way around. That's only going to be a gain of 1. Travis Matthews and Chris Dixon apparently are comparable running back tonight, as Matthews is the leading rusher for the Fury. 3rd and 8 for Cavalry, and Jack B's an empty set. He's going to drop back across the middle. Wide open man as Dax Lewis beat his man off the line, and linebacker could not keep up with him. That's going to be 1st down and take him into Fury territory.
First and 10 from the Fury.
First and 10 is our other co-host tonight, Colin. He had a tragic accident. He ate too many Cheetos and he fell back in his chair, hit his head, and died. So just gonna be me and Joel. That went a lot darker than I thought it was gonna go. Sometimes I start talking, I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth. And that was one of those times. Even I was surprised. So thoughts and prayers are with the Pierce family. Here is a good personal trainer, physical therapist, so I think he'll be back fine by tomorrow.
You can get him with the same person that the running back for the Maroons had came back from a serious back injury.
Second and 10 from
That guy's amazing. He's who I want whenever I get injured. Second and 10 here for the Cavalry at the Detroit 48-yard line. Just had the 2-minute warning, and this is gonna take us inside 2 minutes. Chris Dixon can't find any running room. Great defensive effort there from the Fury defense. That was the safety who came down to make the tackle. Rookie Anthony Winfield V. That's the first time we've called his name. Congrats on making the WFA.
from the Cavalry, 48 yards.
Third and 11 here for the Fury, or for the Cavalry. He's going to throw it deep down the middle. He has a man wide open. Touchdown, Cavalry. 20-7 here in the second quarter. Dan Blotner beat his man. No safety back deep for help, and that's a touchdown every time. 48-yard strike from Jack P to Sam Blotner, and that's going to put the Cavalry up by 2 scores.
Number 27 is back for the point after. Number 12 will hold the kick.
Looks like I missed a touchdown.
Oh, my word. His physical therapist is amazing.
This must have been really good Cheetos.
The extra point is
Brought him back to life. In case you missed, Colin, what had happened to you is you were eating too many Cheetos and you fell back in your chair, hit your head, and died. But we thought you had a good personal trainer, a physical therapist, but we didn't know he was this good.
Cavalry to kick off. Number 0 back to receive.
Kickoff here for the Cavalry. The Fury needs something, I think, going at halftime here. You got to get something going. I don't know about you, Joel and Colin, but I think you almost have to go back to that QB run that's been working so well, as weird as it is.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is Travis Matthews is not a mobile quarterback, so it's very surprising to see how much success he's had so early.
From your Fury, 24 yards.
First and 10 here for the Detroit Fury. Bunch formation at the bottom of your screen. Dime defense from the Cavalry. Travis Matthews going to drop back. Good protection. He's going to go back, and he finds his man. He catches it this time. That's Blockner, right? That's Bloxham.
Yeah, it looks like Bloxham, he thawed out the bricks that he had earlier.
Chandler blocked him indeed. Harder catch this time in traffic. Mossed him. That's going to be a great play. Takes the Fury down inside the Wyoming 30-yard line, and all of a sudden, we have a drive going here.
And it looks like we got an unofficial sponsor from the Wyoming Cavalry. Hey, where do you guys get your cars? I got mine from Crazy Backlash Place
First and 10
Automobiles.
from
Get your
Cavalry,
automobiles.
29 yards.
Crazy backless. Maybe that's what Chris Dixon drives, why no one can stop him, apparently. If you want to not get stopped by anything, be like Chris Dixon, go to Crazy Backless Palace of Automobiles. Oh, it's Place, not Palace. Travis Matthews throws out to the flats, and Jerome Wolsey, it's not going to be able to make much out of that one, only a gain of 3. I think Crazy Backless Palace of Automobiles is better, personally. Keeps throwing this out route, this little flat to Jerome. I don't know. I don't think that's how you're going to score here. So that brings up third down. Third and 7 coming up for the Fury. Olsey is on the bench for this third down play. They're going to come out in a 4-wide formation. Gun straight look. 3rd and 7. Dime defense. Travis Matthews, plenty of time. Throws deep across the middle. It's going to be knocked away by the safety. That's going to bring a 4th down. But I think they're in field goal range. So we're going to see the kicker come out here for the field goal. Oh, no, that's the punter. They punt it? No, Eric Oliver is the kicker. Excuse me. I got it mixed up. They can come out for what's going to be about a 40-yard field goal.
Is in for the field goal attempt. 25-yard. Matthews will hold the kick.
Kick is up. And it is good. 42-yard field goal is good from Eric Oliver. And he pulls this game down to 11-point lead for the Cavalry. Friendly reminder to get your automobiles at Crazy Vodka's place of automobiles. Apparently it's place. I think it's Palace. I think, we should lobby for that change. As Eric Oliver's going to kick this one back to the Cavalry. Cavalry receive this one and take this up to about the 27-yard line. We're going to see this offense here from the Cavalry one more time before we go to halftime.
First and 10 from the Cavalry, 27-yard.
The Simpsons are wrong, Captain. First 10 here, they're going to hand off to Chris Dixon. Dixon, even when he's hit, he still falls forward for 6 yards. And that's going to take him to 160 yards in the first half. My word.
Second and 3.
Second and 4 coming up here for the Wyoming Cavalry. They're going to hand it back off to Dixon. Dixon, offside tackle. He's going to get the first down. They're going to go a little hurry up here. I think we'll at least see a Hail Mary before the end of the half. So they're going to take a timeout with 3 seconds left. That's the only second timeout we've seen in this half. Chris Dixon, over 150 yards in the first half. Is just ridiculous. I don't know how high he could get. He almost got 300 yards last time these two teams met. He's on pace for it. Perspective for how many yards Chris Dixon has. That is more yards than Louisiana, Virginia, New Haven, Salt Lake City, Memphis, and Kansas City combined. As they're just going to run it, and usually runs don't work, but Chris Dixon almost made that work for a run Hail Mary. And not quite those. Fury was able to track him down. That's going to take us to halftime. Score is 21-10. Cavalry is up. Been all Chris Dixon this first half, Joel.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Definitely Chris Dixon the whole first half. I mean, hell, you might say Dixon might be their whole offense. Fury hasn't been able to stop him yet.
Yeah, it's been a rough one for this Fury defensive group running the ball, but I think they have the tools. They've shown that if they attack Wyoming deep, they've gotten success. 300 yards of offense from the Cavalry in the first half, 132 from the offense of the Fury. You see the discrepancy in time of possession in this one. Some of the highlights of this first half, Chris Dixon just running people over. You see him breaking a few tackles on this 20-yard run, put them up 7 in the first quarter. Jack P hasn't looked all that bad either. You wonder how much the progression affected him. Travis Matthews, obviously, that run right there was the most impressive QB scramble I've ever seen in the WFA.
Yeah, it's just if he probably would have gotten a touchdown out of it. I mean, I know he had a long way to go, but it was definitely a nice run.
if you're I mean, you take that one kick return touchdown away, and this is a 21-3 game. If you're the Fury, how do you find what you need offensively to get yourself back in this one?
I would say at this point, if I was the offensive coordinator for Detroit, I would be concerned. You at some point in time, regardless if you can stop an offense, or excuse me, stop an offense, you have to be able to score, and they haven't been able to do that. So I would say right now, they did it a little bit with the quarterback scramble. I hope to see Detroit open their playbook a little bit more and get a little bit more fancy with their play calling and see if they can catch Wyoming off guard for some deep plays.
The Wyoming Cavalry secondary obviously has shown weakness at times in the last few seasons. They got a couple deep shots. They had a touchdown that was dropped by Chandler Bloxham. You can see how much that would have changed the game. But yeah, I agree. Got to attack them deep, and if you're going to have any chance coming back in this one.
But 100%, for not only does the Fury have to score, they have to stop Chris Dixon, or their chances of winning. I mean, they're already down 11 points. I don't care how many points the Fury can score. If they can't stop the Cavalry, they're still going to lose. And Wyoming gets ready to get set to kick off for the second half.
Number 0 with the kickoff for the return. First and 10 from your Fury, 25 yards.
Looks like I have the empty set formation, changing the play, back to pass. Throws it, and Chandler Watson looks like he's come out as the favorite receiver.
Pick up a 5 on the play.
For Matthews so far this game, gaining 5 yards.
I think it's really important to get him involved early in this. I mean, you got to get some chemistry with Matthews. Matthews didn't have a great season last time out. He just hasn't looked the same since he left the Crabs, and you got to get his mojo back. He's been the best when he has lots of talent around him. So, you see what we can get there. Matthews throws across the middle. That's going to be caught. First down there. That's a good read there. Playing the soft zone balance. The hole in, that's TJ Curtis, the tight end for first down.
Yeah, you brought up a good point. Yeah, I forgot Matthews is with the was last season with the now defunct Crabs. He had a rough season. Their offense.
First and 10 from your Fury, 42 yards.
But yeah, the talent that he has at Detroit right now,
Good sliding catch there from Coulter Hands. That's the first time we called his name tonight. Really, Matthews has looked a little bit hesitant, honestly, to throw the ball down the field. He's taken his checkdowns a lot. He looks a little gun shy to start this season. I don't know what you've seen, but it just doesn't look as the same as he did when he was with the Crabs. As this run's blown up, great play there from the linebacker to push the offensive lineman back into the running back, forced that run wide, and it went nowhere.
Yeah, that all started off with the defensive line there. The defensive line got penetration, which forced the halfback to take it wide, like you said, and allowed the defense to swarm.
2nd and 10 here for the Fury. Toss play to Drew Olsey. Olsey has a little bit of a lane. That's going to be a get 4. Good toss play. I mean, I'm not usually a huge fan of tosses, but when you have a running back like Olsey, more of a speed back who can get that edge there, I like it.
Yeah, and it looks like it was the last play and the play before. It was defensive tackle Joey Johnson getting penetration early. Kind of, almost did the same thing where Oluwusi had to take it wide, but it was a design sweep. So blocking that time.
Big throw here from Matthews. That's going to be broken up. Almost picked there. That was number 22. Ty White, the cornerback on that one. That's a dangerous pass from Matthews. I know he wants to get back to block some on that little out and up, but you got to pick your targets a little bit better there.
Yeah, we're a little bit away into the second half. I think
Your Fury
Cavalry
has selected to punt.
that's his favorite target, so they're
is deep to receive.
Doubling up a little bit over there.
Disappointing drive from the Fury here, who really needed points to start this half. They've struggled to stop Chris Dixon. Now you're going to have to do it at least once, if not twice more. What a punt. This is a perfect punt. Going to be down at the 1 yard line. Devin Knapp with maybe the best punt we've seen this season so far.
Yeah, I think Devin Knapp, that might be enough to hopefully get, put a spark under this defense of the Fury. Hopefully they get a stop here, and if they can get a stop, we're talking about a one-score game.
First and 10 from the Cavalry, 1 yard.
At this point, you're the defense. You're thinking safety right here, but with a guy like Chris Dixon, that's a hard ask. His defense, crowd in the box. Jack P. I could see them throwing maybe a screen here sometimes, getting them off guard, but no, they will just run it to Chris Dixon, and he weaseled through a small hole to save a safety there.
He picks up 2 yards on the punt. Payne with the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up here for the Cavalry.
Ball at the 3 yard line.
Be shocked to see this go to anyone else but Chris Dixon here on 2nd down, and it's going to go to Chris Dixon, and that's going to be a safety. Great play there from the Fury defense. John Payne was in there, and Shane Cronin, the second big play we've seen from him tonight, and that's going to be a safety for the Fury, maybe the spark they needed.
Yeah, like I said, I thought the Detroit defense, when Devin Knapp gave him that punt,
They're set for the kickoff. Number 0, back to receive.
That was a great play from the Detroit defense to step up. You got this down to a 9-point game. Good field position, obviously. You have to capitalize on this drive.
Yeah, you kind of have to. At this point, you're down 9 points.
41 yard line.
A 2-score game. So, you got to get a stop there. Luckily, you're
First and
lowering the gap down with
from
2
your
quarters
Fury,
left in the game.
41
So
yard
let's see
line.
what Detroit can do, especially in this drive.
1st and 10 here for the Fury. Split back formation for Travis Matthews. Matthews, lots of time, just going to check it down once again. This Cavalry defense has been playing really far back on these receivers, I've noticed. And they just keep taking the checkdowns. Out of that split spread, it seems like they're trying to hit that deep post, and the Cavalry are ready for it.
Yeah, it looks like every time they're in that split formation, they always have to do the check down, which their defense is always ready for.
Maybe the Cavalry have a little PTSD from all the games against the Wolfpack and Gold over the last few seasons that they've gotten burnt deep, and they're preparing for it. The Cavalry have to go to Victoria next week, so maybe preparing that playbook a little bit. 1st and 10 here for the Fury. Travis Matthews looking all the time in the world, has to check it down once again, and that's going to be a gain of 2.
On the reception, Willis credited with the tackle. Second and 7 from the Cavalry, 46 yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up here for the Fury. Shotgun look for Travis Matthews. He's looking. Lots of time across the middle. That's going to be incomplete. He's just not seemed to have his chemistry with his receiver seems to be a little off tonight. That's I think the 4th throw we've seen, just not anywhere close to the mark it needs to be.
Third and 7.
3rd and 8 for the Fury. Travis Matthews alone in the shotgun. 4 wide. He's looking. Looks for the out route. It's going to be caught. Great play call from the Fury. And that's going to be a first down and gets them just on the edge of field goal range. That is Travis Matthews to Coulter Hands. Only second catch for him today.
Yeah, like we discussed earlier, that's definitely his favorite. Well, not Coulter Hands, Bluxham, but Coulter Hands is his second option that he's been throwing to. I feel like that might be Coulter Hands' only second or third reception this game. So hopefully he'll get some more targets his way.
I believe that's his second catch tonight, which is not enough for your number 2 receiver. Fury. Travis Matthews going to check it down to his running back again, and his running back's going to go nowhere. These checkdowns are killing the Fury right now. And that's actually, sorry, excuse me, that's to the fullback, Kenneth Wick.
Second and 9.
Second and 9 coming up here. There's going to be a toss play, and he's going to get tackled 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That takes him out of field goal range here. So this third down is very important because you need drives. You didn't need points on this drive, as Kevin Say Jr. was the guy who made that tackle.
Third and 12 from the Cavalry.
I mean, the good news about Detroit, they're driving. It doesn't look like they're having the best drive in the world, but they're still driving.
Going back to that gun straight look as Travis Matthews can't go anywhere. The one thing you couldn't do there was take a sack, and that's what he did. Joey Johnson was there once again. That's must be the 4th or 5th time we've called his name. Big night from the Silver defensive tackle.
Yeah, Joey Johnson is almost like their guard can't block him on running plays. He's damn near in the background, ready to take the handoff for the quarterback. So I mean, he's always back there. So I'm not surprised that he was back there again as to make that sack.
Punt here from the Furies. That's another disappointing drive. Got to start capitalizing on some of those if you're going to come back in this one. Scores 21-12 here in the third quarter as Cavalry are going to get the ball. Once again, pinned deep in their own territory, but that hasn't stopped them before.
First and 10 from the Cavalry, 11-yard line.
First and 10 coming up for the Cavalry, excuse me. It's going to be to Chris Dixon. Dixon tries to turn it around, and he's going to actually turn that into an 8-yard gain. My word, Chris Dixon never ceases to amaze us with his ability to get out of tackles, and that's going to take him close to a first down.
Second and 2 from the Cavalry, 19-yard line.
Second and 2 coming up here for the Cavalry. Heavy set look. Jack P. Sending his man on changing his assignment. And it's going to be a run. And it's going to be Chris Dixon on the outside. Chris Dixon. Good arm tackle there.
Yeah, if he would have broke that, if Chris Dixon, and I'm surprised he didn't break that arm tackle, because if Chris Dixon did, we might be talking about a touchdown right now.
Yeah, that was a big tackle. I'm not sure exactly who that was. Maybe it was Jackson Bell, possibly, who got that tackle. It's a little hard to see the numbers on these Fury uniforms. It's my only complaint. Maybe if they outlined them with white, I think it would be easier to see. But either way, it's first and 10 for the Fury here. And Jack P is going to dump it off to his fullback. And his fullback's going to have some room to run. That's going to take him up for another 8 yards.
Number 53, credited with the tackle.
They are outlined with white.
That was center Dave Barr who caught that pass right there. Excuse me, I'm looking at Detroit's roster. Whoops. I was going to say, I was about to lose my mind. That was fullback BJ Punk. Excuse me. Second and 2. This room's going to go to the outside of Chris Dixon. Dixon can't get away from the linebacker, but that's going to take him into Fury territory. Another great drive from the Cavalry.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of what Colin was talking about earlier. You know, it's great to have a power back that can break all of these tackles, but when it comes into top end speed to turn on that final gear to break away. Just can't get that final gear to get away.
1st and 10.
Yeah, I think if you're the Fury, you have to stop them from getting a touchdown at all costs on this drive, or else this game might start to be out of reach. 1st and 10 from midfield for the Cavalry. Chris Dixon once again off tackle. He's going to get another 6 yards.
Dixon with the carry. Gain of 6 yards on the play. Number 41 credited with the tackle. Let's go. 2nd and 4 from the Cavalry. 43 yards.
2nd and 4 coming up here for the Cavalry. Jack B's going to hand it back off to Chris Dixon. Dixon, this time the Fury is going to be there in the backfield. A little pushing and shoving there, but that was Nwosu with the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I think that that linebacker, the defensive lineman, is so upset. The Cavalry's been doing a great job blocking this game. I think that defensive lineman is tired of getting beat up.
I would be too, as Jack B's going to do a little play action across the middle. That's be caught. Run, then a little play action. That's exactly how you want to draw it up. That's going to be a 1st down. That was to wide receiver Sam Blotner.
Now that's some old school football. You know, they call it smash mouth. You lull everybody to sleep by running the ball. As soon as you get everybody to come up on the line, you throw a little play action at them, and then you're not ready for it.
1st and 10 coming up here for the Cavalry. Already in field goal range. It's going to go back to Dixon, no surprise, and this is going to be a gain of 3.
Sanchez with the carry. They pick up a 3 on the play. Payne with the tackle. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26-yard line.
Well, for the Detroit fan, they can take one consolation prize. Last time these two teams met, it was 39-10. So a little bit of a closer matchup so far in this one, though there's still a quarter to play. But if you're a Fury faithful and you've seen this team, struggle over the last few seasons, what positives do you think you can take away from this game so far?
I think the biggest positive, as bad as it might not seem like it, the biggest positive is their pass defense. Their pass defense is a lot better than it has been.
I was gonna say if they scored that touchdown, right? That would have been so perfect.
It looks like
he just dropped it.
Yeah, 17 just dropped it. But
that was Tyler Reeves, the 5th string receiver.
I think their biggest thing right now is they have to find their identity on offense. They have Travis Matthews. He has he regressed coming from the Crabs over to the Fury, but he still has a quick release. He's still going to drive your team down the field in the 4th quarter, and he can throw the ball deep with his rocket arm. So I think you can't put everything on Oluwusi. You have to pass the ball, and I think they have to open up their playbook a little bit more when it comes to the pass. Hell, it might be as easy as giving the ball to Oluwusi more. You never know, but something has to change on offense for them to be more of a threat. I think they have the team to do it. Now it's putting it on the field.
I agree with that. I agree with the being more aggressive, maybe more aggressive in different ways. Because obviously they're running that. I think it's 90 or 50 XZ deep outs from the split spread as Oluwusi almost broke another one. He's looking electric on the returns. But I think they're running that deep outs on the split pro or split spread. It's just not working. They need some more variety when it comes to being aggressive, and I agree with you there. You can't leave it all on the running back.
Yeah, and and they have the quarterback to do it. I think they need to get him a little more opportunity to get the ball to his receivers.
For sure. 1st and 10 here. Quick pass underneath. That is complete to the 3rd string tight end, AJ Ellie. Yes, it is. 6'5", 255 pounds. It's a big man right there.
That's the end
That
of
is
the
a
third
big
quarter.
man.
The score is now the
That's going to do it for the end of the third quarter.
Your Fury.
Scores Wyoming 24, Fury 12. Fury has the ball, though, to start the fourth quarter to see what they can do with it. As we're back here from the commercial break we don't have. That's why you watch WFA, because it's commercial-free football.
Gotta love commercial-free football. It's football for the entire game.
It's amazing. It's almost like that's what we want to see. 2nd and 6 here for the Fury. So Travis Matthews going to drop back, throw. He's going to throw it deep, out route. It's going to be caught. That's a first down. Takes him across midfield. Travis Matthews, that takes him over 150 yards passing on the day. And that was a good throw to Dre Mitchell, the fifth string receiver.
And I think that stat that we just showed on the screen, he's 15 for 21 for 167 yards. So 21 passes, even with the crabs, he threw more than 21 passes. And this is late. We're already in the fourth quarter now. So just think about that. He's had thrown more passes at this point, and he's accurate with those passes. I think they need to start passing. It's taken down.
Nowhere to go there. He got a little antsy there, trying to take off. Wasn't decisive. You can't be indecisive in this league.
I think that's Joey Johnson again.
Joey Johnson again. He's looking like an absolute monster defensive tackle for the Cavalry. As that must be the 7th time we've called his name tonight.
2nd and 18.
2nd and 10 coming up here for the Fury. You don't need all of it here. You get half of it and get the rest of it on 3rd down. Travis Matthews in the shotgun. He's looking, drops back. He spins for no reason. He's going to be tackled after a gain of 1. I don't know what's gotten at Travis Matthews, but he's been playing maybe NFL Street or something like that. But he's all about that the running now. And if you're the coach, you got to be a little nervous about your $17 million quarterback getting hurt.
I agree. You got essentially your star player on offense, other than your running back. You want to make sure he stays safe, but at the same time, that last run that was more of a panic run. He didn't have the time, and the defense was getting him.
Check down from the Fury, and I feel like you got to go for it here on 4th and 10.
Your Fury have selected to punt.
Fury disagrees. They're going to punt it.
Is deep to receive.
Another beautiful punt from Knapp that's going to pin him inside the 3-yard line. Long way to go for the Fury. Maybe they can get another safety here.
Yeah, I think if we replay the last time Knapp, last time he got it to the 1-yard line, but last time Knapp had the Cavalry pinned this far deep, the Fury was able to get a safety. This game is not quite over yet. There's still a lot of time left in this fourth quarter.
1st and 10 here. They're going to hand it off to Chris Dixon. Dixon breaks the tackle and is going to get out to the 7-yard line. Get a little bit of breathing room. 226 yards and 27 carries for Chris Dixon. It's just absolutely absurd.
Yeah, if he doesn't get the player of the game, the person who does get the player of the game must have had an astronomical game, because almost 300 yards rushing in the game is pretty damn impressive.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Chris Dixon once again. And he's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Fury defense forcing a 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down for the Fury. You need to stop him here, get the ball back, and get a field position and drive down the field.
3rd and 6 from the Cavalry 6-yard line.
3rd and 7 coming up here. This might be going right back to Chris Dixon here. And it is. Chris Dixon up the middle. He's going to be tackled, and the Fury are going to get the ball back. Great play there from the middle linebacker to force the 4th down, and the punting unit is coming out.
And just like that, Knapp again put him in great field goal position. Shout out to the defense for shutting down Chris Dixon. Now you give Travis Matthews a chance to get this game even closer. Oh, and a penalty.
Is this a penalty? What is this penalty?
Encroachment.
Offside. Encroachment again?
Defense. 5-yard penalty.
That might be a 1st down.
It might be a first down. It was 4th and 5.
It depends on the spot of the ball. It looks like the defense is coming back out there.
It looks like the offense is on the field. It's a first down.
It's a first down. That is a back-breaking penalty for the Fury.
And it looks like that penalty might have been on the inside linebacker, Brandon Cooks, the third-string inside linebacker.
That's demoralizing as a team. You get the stop, now you have to go right back out there.
Yeah, that might be the end of this game because it's very rare that you're going to stop Chris Dixon like that. If I was the Cavalry, I would just continue giving it to him and work this clock since you're up by 12.
2nd and 10 here for the Cavalry. This entire stadium knows who it's going to, and it doesn't go to him. Wow. And it's going to be a sack. Interesting call there from the Cavalry, and maybe that comes back to bite him. What do you think of that call right there?
Yeah, I think just like I said before that play, I would not have been passing the ball. I would have been giving the ball to Chris Dixon. He's going to be closing out this game, and obviously Evans knew that, and he peeled his ears back to get that sack.
Great play from the defense there for the Fury, bringing up 3rd and 16. Now you're in a passing situation. Or do you just run it to Dixon and just I
think based on the formation they're in and the situation, I would run the ball, and they are.
And another stop there. So all you lost was time. A great job from the Fury defense stepping up in the clutch. You lose the time, which is a factor. You need 2 scores.
They lost a good 2 minutes, and I think that makes that pass that the Cavalry tried to throw even worse because passing plays tend to be fairly quick, quicker than running plays. So they could have wasted a little bit more time, but they didn't.
The punt here is going to be a okay punt, but the Fury are going to get this one in a fantastic field position. They're going to start their drive at the 38-yard line. Travis Matthews, he's been here before. He has a veterancy, and this is a moment he has to show up. He does have a few fourth quarter comebacks under his belt. Well, let's see what he can do here, though.
Yep, like I said earlier, he has fourth quarter comeback, quick release, and rocket arm. He's known to bring teams back in the fourth quarter. So let's see.
Jerome Wolsey, he thought he was Marcus Allen there, and I hate to break it to you, man. You're not Marcus Allen. That's gonna be lost 4.
Wrong game, but right game, but wrong player. Sorry, you're not that guy.
You are not that guy. We love you, but I'm sorry, you're not him. 2nd down and 14. I think you just gotta pass it here. You gotta trust your guys, trust Travis Matthews to make the plays, and attack this secondary.
Yeah, you gotta kind of let him be a field general here. Let him do his thing.
Still throwing underneath. You gotta just let him uncork a couple deep ones here. Worst thing that's gonna happen is a pick, but at this point, what do you have to lose?
Right, exactly. It's late in the game. You throw a pick, that's a glorified punt at this point, especially if it's a deep ball.
3rd and 8 here for the Fury. Only have had 2 net yards on this drive so far. Travis Matthews going to throw it. It's going to be knocked away. It's still bounced around, but it's going to fall to the turf harmlessly. You got to keep the offense out here. This is a do or die moment for the Fury.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory for sure. It's late in the game, 12 minutes left. If you punt it, you're just giving it right back to the legs of Chris Dixon so they can run the clock out. So you definitely go for it.
4th and 8.
And sure enough, they are going to go for it. Travis Matthews is going to come out in that bunch formation once again. This has not been the best formation so far, but we'll see what they can dial up here. It's got to be your best play. Travis Matthews is going to take the snap. He's looking. Time steps up in the pocket. It's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. Cavalry is going to take the ball over here at the 36-yard line, and Chris Dixon, all he has to do is get a couple first downs, and this game could be all over.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens. I mean, GG to both teams at this point. I think the Cavalry has this game well in hand at this point.
Got some pressure from the edge, forced him up in the pocket, and an errant throw. He could not pull it down. Great defense from the Cavalry. First and 10 here, and I'm sure this is just going to Dixon to wear the clock out. And sure enough, it is. And he's going to get the edge. But two Fury defenders are there to take him down. Just going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. Number 53 with the tackle.
I think the way it's going, Chris Dixon may get over 300 yards rushing in this game.
Ball at the 41-yard line.
He may. I mean, that would be absolutely amazing. One of the best running performances of WFA history. Got to be a player of the week candidate. Truly great performance. He's carried the team on his back. 2nd and 5. They're going to hand it back off to him, and he's going to drag about 4 defenders forward for the first down.
Definitely enjoy watching him play week in and week out. I mean, it's just impressive.
One of the best running backs to ever do it in the WFA, for sure. Just has not had the playoff success to go with it.
Yeah, he hasn't been on the best teams. He had a season-ending injury that forced him to retire for a season, and he came back 2 seasons ago, which got him the Comeback Player of the Year award. And ever since then, he's been the top, one of the top guys, if not the top guys in rushing since coming back.
1st and 10 here for the Cavalry. Our stadium should know where this is going. Indeed, it's going to Chris Dixon. And Dixon, another good run. 6 yards. Takes him out past the 50. 247 yards to go. Now, that's an interesting thing. Unless they take a sack here, they do not have enough yardage on this drive to get him over.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think he's going to get it. Not 300 yards, not this game. But it's 200. I mean, he's going to be well over 250 yards rushing. That's still very impressive.
One of the better performances from a running back we've seen. 2nd and 4 coming up here. Chris Dixon in the backfield is going to go to him. He's going to have a hole. He has a lane and a first down. Seems like the Fury defense has given up a little bit after they got those 2 stops, but now they're just tired.
Yeah, I think that was actually the strategy for the Cavalry here. You got a big guy like Dixon. You got BJ Plunk going in, laying the blocks down on Lion Nikita there. You know, you get skinny guys get tired of getting knocked around by those big guys all game, so they start to let up.
1st and 10 from the Fury, 37-yard.
That's going to be the 2-minute warning. Here in this one, 24-12 is the score. You're watching the WFA on Twitch, but you knew that.
I hope so. How did you get here?
If you didn't know that, I'd be shocked.
1st and 10.
That's always cracks me up whenever any sports says, you're watching the, whatever on blah, blah, blah. It's like, has anyone ever been watching football and be like, oh, what? I'm watching the NFL? I thought I was watching soccer.
Well, the only thing we haven't shout out, normally we have our games, we do some live games on YouTube, but normally all of our games that are live on Twitch, we do upload them to YouTube, so shout out to our YouTube viewers as well. Seeing these games, if you didn't see it.
If you didn't see it live, yes. Hello, YouTube viewers. If you don't know we have a YouTube, which how the heck do you not know we have a YouTube, there's a link on the WFA Twitch page. This run's going to go out the outside. Chris Dixon breaks 1 tackle. That's going to be near first down. I think they're going to mark him just short. 3rd and inches. It's a broken record, but if you can have any chance at a comeback, you have to stop him here.
Oh, yeah, you have to. And there's not enough time. There is time, but the likelihood of them causing some type of miracle is very low. You have to stop them, score, get the ball back, score again. They got a free play here.
Well, they got the stop, but not good enough as the Fury once again shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty. And that's going to be that's another back-breaking penalty.
Yeah, I think I'd like to think Chris Dixon took that play off. He knew that they got him off. He was like, I'm going to get hit anyway, so I'll just jog this one out.
That was OEI, the defensive end, with the penalty. I'm not trying his name. He's OEI from now on.
1st and 10.
First and 10 here for the Cavalry. They're in victory formation. Only one time out from the Fury. So, yeah, that does it. That penalty right there ends the game. Congratulations to the Cavalry for getting a win. Started off the season 1-0. Obviously, they have a long way to go to make the playoffs this season. If you take a look at their standings, if I can pull it up. Let's see. Take a look at the standings. Obviously, they got Kansas City Cyclones, Salt Lake Vipers, and Louisiana Steamers in the division. They're going to be the first team in the Pacific West to win their game. So they'll be first place after this week, with Steam, Vipers, and Cyclones all losing their games. Their schedules, if you look at their schedule coming up, Cavalry are going home to face the Victoria Vanguard, who are coming off a 56-20 win over the Salt Lake City Vipers. So that's good. Should be an interesting one. Cavalry obviously has some PTSD with passing attacks, but this Vanguard team looks different from past teams. Detroit, on the other hand, they have to travel to face Salt Lake City, who are coming off their own loss of their own. So you're going to have to get back on track. One of these teams will get back on track next weekend, or next week. As we're having the time run out, I think Fury will get the ball back with just about 30 seconds. So, in theory, they could come back. In theory.
In theory,
But
yes. The likelihood is slim to none.
Slim to none, but we have seen the Fury pull off some incredible,
We have.
almost comebacks before.
We have. That's very true. Now the Cavalry is effectively up 3 scores. So I think this game is pretty much done.
This game is pretty much done and dusted unless Jerron Owolski can pull off another kick return, which would just be insane.
He has the legs to do it, and he's very shifty. He could do it.
Yeah, up effectively 3 scores, 2 touchdowns, and 2-point conversion. This game is pretty far from being close, but we'll see what happens here. Jerron Owolski is going to take this one out. He's going to spin out a man. And, this is the time as a coach you get to see the players that quit on you. When a game is perceivably out of reach, this is the time where you see the guys that are going to fight to the end.
That's very true. This is especially the first game in the season. It's still early. There are more games to play, but it's a nice little slice of humble pie. You get to see the guys who are going to be your dogs and who's going to lay down when they face a little adversity.
First and 10 here from Travis Matthews. And he's going to throw it out to his running back, and it just seems like the chemistry's all off. As Kenneth Wicker could not haul that one in.
So, I mean, you could argue, is Wicker one of those guys that's just kind of given up?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Wicker obviously came into the offseason, and he's not impressed tonight at all.
As Wicker he's had a couple of swing passes given to him, no straight runs, but I have to agree, when he was out there, I mean, he might have gained some yards, but didn't seem like a huge threat.
Look at that, a deep shot to Chandler blocks him. That's what the pass we've been looking for all game. They pull it out now in garbage time, but they're going to hurry to the line to try to spike it. Love to see the quarterback still slinging it. Chandler blocks, maybe getting some of that chemistry back that they just seemed off. They just seemed off in this game. Travis Matthews just needs to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, this is Matthews, gaining a little chemistry with his offense. Obviously they're not going to win, but I think a nice couple of completed passes can help his confidence and the rest of his offense's confidence.
I mean, at this point, is it a little bit of a audition for Travis Matthews? I mean, new coach. Coaches like to bring their own quarterback because they're going to throw the Hail Mary. Travis Matthews throws it, and it's going to be knocked up into the air and dropped. That's going to do it for us here in Detroit. The final score in this one, 27-12. Cavalry up. Post-game show here. We get to get some highlights. Obviously, our discrepancy was it wasn't a contest.
Yeah, I mean, it started off appearing like it was going to be a good game, and then then Chris Dixon happened, and once he started, having the day he had, almost, I think if they had another drive or two, he might have encompassed 300 yards in rushing. So, um, once, like I said, once he got going, this game was over with.
I think for a lot of these guys on the team, you might be auditioning for this coaching staff to whether they want to keep you around next season because, um, Travis Matthews obviously not brought in by this coach. Um, this coach already shipped off a lot of dead weight from last season.
Yeah,
Brought in a lot of his guys. Do you think this is going to be Matthews' last season in Detroit?
it's too early. It's only the first game. They brought him in on the off season. I like Matthews as a quarterback. I'm coming from a guy who had a scrambling quarterback for New Orleans Voodoo. When I compared Jake Lesnar, he's sitting at home right now. Matthews is on the field throwing the ball around. So I'll definitely take Matthews. It's still early. I think they just need to add some more pass plays to their repertoire. They go to practice, learn a little bit more, add some passing plays, and I think this offense could be okay.
No surprise, Chris Dixon, the player of the game. And I will see how these two teams pan out as they go. Detroit has a tough division, tough road ahead of them, but each week, piece by piece. Thanks for watching tonight. This has been WFA, and this is me and Joel saying goodnight from Detroit.
Good night, everybody.